This week is the first week of the new month of the brand new year 2024, and we have Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, turning back to direct motion. All of this and more, along with an empowered moment in my upcoming Intuitive Astrology Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, January 1st through Sunday, January 7th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, and we're here to talk about the first week of the new year of 2024. For this week's weekly reading, we're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. That's going to be the main message for everyone. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from a brand new deck that I got over the holidays. It's called Mystical Shaman Oracle. It's by Colette Baron Reed, Alberto Villaldo, and Marcela Lobos. So there's 3 authors there for this deck. So before we get into looking at our stones of choice and talking about the astrology for the week, let's go ahead and settle in and do an empowered moment. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, let out a nice exhale, relax your body, clear your mind of all thoughts. Focus on the present moment, the here and now. Focus on peace and centered, grounding energy. See in your mind's eye a beautiful golden white light all around you. Feel that golden white light. Sense that golden white light. Or just know that it's there. This golden white light is Source God, Universe, protective, guiding energy from the cosmos and all that is. Let's take in a deep breath and breathe in that golden white light into every cell of our body, activating the energies for this new year of 2024. And as you exhale, imagine a grounding cord going down deep through the layers of Earth Mother Gaia, connecting to her crystalline heart chakra in the center of the earth. Your grounding cord plugs into Earth Mother Gaia's heart chakra. And on your next big inhale, I want you to imagine you're breathing up and in through the grounding cord, Earth Mother Gaia's nurturing, healing energy, grounding energy from the center of the earth. Breathing it up through the grounding cord, and as you exhale, it's being dispersed throughout all of your chakras and energy bodies. It's intermingling with that golden white light of Source God. And silently calling in your angels, guides, master guides, and teachers of the highest vibration of light. Asking them to guide you to the best next step as we enter 2024. Focus in on the idea, the intention that Mercury, planet of the mental realm, the planet that rules our thoughts, perceptions, new ideas, communications of all kinds, is turning back to direct motion this week, allowing for new information to come pouring in, allowing for guidance to become more clear, calling in those messages from our angels and guides of the highest vibration of light to be made known so that we can make appropriate decisions as we move into this new cycle of energy. So breathe that intention deeply into every cell of your body. As you exhale and in your own time, can open your eyes and return to this time and place and space. Let's get ready to look at our stones of choice. And before we look at those stones of choice, let me just make mention here that there is a separate video on the monthly energy for January 2024 that includes a little bit about some of the themes for this year of 2024. So if you want to hear a little bit more about that, about the year's themes and also about the whole month of January, please go onto my YouTube channel. It's under Colleen Lemma, and look for that monthly Empowered Moments or Intuitive Astrology Empowered Moments video. All right, so let's take a look at our stones of choice for this week. We've got this malachite special intention pendant. Isn't that beautiful? It's wrapped in gold wire. And this special intention malachite pendant is Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, number of the light worker and spiritual leader. It's also infused with the energy of the number 8, which actually matches the energy vibration for 2024. And the number 8 is the number of abundance, prosperity, and empowerment, and that's infused into this stone. The energy of the planet Jupiter, ruler of expansion and blessings, the element fire for inspiration, passion, and leadership. The energy of Archangel Raziel, archangel of divine magic, alchemy, and manifestation, and the energy of Archangel Michael, who assists us with confidence and courage and removing blocks to the next step on our highest destiny path. All right, pendant number 2, or stone number 2, is this beautiful Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Let's see, I'll give you a little bit. There we go. It's got a kind of a curve going on there at the bottom, but it is a pretty good sized pendant as well. And the Sleeping Beauty turquoise is wrapped in silver wire, Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 33, the number of Christ consciousness, energy, and protection. It's got the qualities of Uranus, the great awakener, infused into it. Uranus also rules the connection to the God mind, activation of the crown chakra and throat chakra to channel forth higher information, to channel it through either writing or speaking. And the guidance and assistance of Archangel Michael, again, to lead one to the next step of their highest destiny path. This one also has Archangel Gabriel in it to receive and speak truth and messages from Great Spirit and Divine Source. And then your third stone of choice here is this beautiful lapis lazuli. The lapis lazuli is wrapped in gold wire. It's Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, number of psychic vision, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and the energy of the light worker. The qualities of Neptune, planet of spirituality and connection to past lives. The element of water is infused into this one, which rules intuition and clairsentience and fluidity. This one has the energy of major arcana, the priestess, infused into it, which is about mystery, magic, and the guardian of the sacred teachings. This one has Archangel Raziel infused into it, or his qualities are infused into it, the Archangel of divine magic and alchemy. So again, your stones of choice for the special message card a little bit later on. So we've got the beautiful malachite. This is a cabochon. We've got the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. That's the back of it. And we've got the lapis lazuli, which is also a cabochon, meaning it's got a flat back to it. All right, so let's put those aside. Let's talk about the astrology for the week. It's interesting that this particular week starts out on the very first day of the first month of the new year, right? January 1st. And we start out first with Venus, the planet of love, relationships. She also rules personal resources like money and finances. She's right now in freedom-oriented Sagittarius, all about new adventures and excitement and enthusiasm and liberation. But on Monday, she's in a challenging connection to Saturn, a square connection to Saturn, who is the planet of karmic lessons, who rules restriction, limitation, delays. It's a pretty heavy, sometimes energy that feels like we're being held back. Now, Saturn has its positive qualities too, like restructuring, form, bringing things into manifestation, being one's own authority, taking charge of life. But this is a challenging connection between Venus and Saturn. So Venus normally in Sagittarius feeling free and liberated and wanting to break free, she might be feeling a little held back from expression. She might be feeling a little bit restricted in some way. Or maybe there's some sort of delays going on where she has to have a little bit of patience before she's able to expand into these new horizons that she wants to expand into. Now, on the same day, though, which is the 1st of January, we've got Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, the planet that rules our thoughts and perceptions and communications, turning back to direct motion at 22 degrees of Sagittarius. So this is a good thing because now things can start to move forward as far as ideas that we've been kind of percolating up here in our mind for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And because of that Mercury retrograde cycle, we were doing more research, we were thinking about things, we were contemplating them, we were researching different bits and pieces of information about something. And it might just not have been the right time to make a decision or to move forward on these ideas or these new perceptions we were having. Now that it's turning back to direct motion, slowly things can start to move forward, right? Our ideas can be put into motion. Our perceptions can go back to glass half full and be more optimistic and enthusiastic. Our communications can start to be more clear with other people and direct, because Sagittarius likes to speak honestly and directly. So when it was retrograde, we might have been biting our tongue a little bit about something. Now we're just ready to kind of just speak our truth. Might want to be careful about how you deliver that truth, right? Still try to have this bit of compassion and unconditional love about you, but that, that directness of Sagittarius might come through a little bit. Now, it's going to take at least a couple of weeks for Mercury to pick up speed and really start moving at its normal, rate of speed. So even though it's turned direct, which is, again, a very positive thing on the very first day of January, it might be a couple of weeks before things really start to unfold in a smooth and timely manner. On the 3rd of January, we've got Venus, again, still in Sagittarius. She's going to remain in Sagittarius this week. Soon, though, later in January, she'll be moving into Capricorn. But Venus in Sagittarius on the 3rd is going to connect with Jupiter, planet of expansion, abundance, prosperity, higher learning, new perspectives, belief systems. And Jupiter is right now in conservative, practical, grounded Taurus. Now, this connection is called an inconjunct. And sometimes that inconjunct connection is a little bit of a challenge. It's a little difficult because here we've got Venus and fiery, passionate Sagittarius wanting to break free and feel liberated. And it's connecting to Jupiter, which normally would want to expand into that as well. But Jupiter's in Taurus. Jupiter is in this earth sign, which even though he wants to expand, part of him is also cautious and holding back a little bit, because that's sort of what earth sign Taurus does. It's a little bit more, grounded and practical and looking at the ins and outs from the 3rd dimensional perspective, whereas Jupiter by itself just wants to expand into these new horizons and take a risk and take a leap of faith. So, there's going to be a little bit of both of these energies where we want to expand, we want to move into new horizons, we want to maybe take this risk and jump into something. And Jupiter wants to expand too, but it's almost like just holding back a little bit, look at the practical side, look at the security side, because Taurus rules money, finances, and security. So, It's like we want to expand, but do we feel secure? Do we feel secure financially? Do we feel secure emotionally in making this move? On Thursday, the 4th of January, we've got Mars, the warrior planet, planet of energy, action, and forward movement, moving out of fiery, passionate Sagittarius and moving into practical, grounded, goal-oriented Capricorn. So Mars in Capricorn, it's probably a pretty good place for it. Mars is a fire planet. When it was in fire sign Sagittarius, we were going every which way but loose kind of thing. We were kind of off in all these different directions and maybe like a ping pong ball, not sure which way to go or what path to continue following. Now that it's gone in Capricorn, it's making a plan, it's being a little bit more grounded, it's checking things out, it's being patient, and it's moving towards goals in kind of more of a step-by-step practical sort of manner. Mars is going to be in Capricorn from the 4th of January until the 12th of February. So over a month that Mars is going to be in more of this grounded, patient, organized sign of Capricorn. And this is good for like career and projects that we're working on in our business, because Capricorn is kind of a business, career-oriented sign. So it's like we can have this steady movement forward. But even in other areas of life, we can have this steady movement forward. And things will be accomplished, but it's just going to be more in a step-by-step sort of manner. And then on the 6th of January, we've got the sun, which is in Capricorn already. And the sun is how we shine our light. It's our self-expression. So right now we're shining that light through that career, goal-oriented, ambitious, practical, make a plan, be organized Capricorn energy. And it's going to be challenging Chiron, the wounded healer, which is in Aries. Now this happens really early Saturday morning Eastern time. So we're going to feel this on Friday the 5th if you're in the United States as well. And this is going to bring up old wounds regarding our progress forward in our career, in our life purpose, in our sense of success and being recognized for who we are out in the world. Again, life purpose, career, that kind of thing. So this can be in other areas of life as well, bringing up wounds, but it's really bringing up our wounds as far as our sense of kind of like our inner authority, kind of being on top of things, making things happen for ourselves, taking those steps to move towards our goals. And those goals can be, again, in any aspect of life, not just necessarily career, but it's going to bring up these wounds of confidence, where there might be a lack of self-confidence, a lack of courage, a lack of feeling grounded in one's self, or something about not, understanding our sense of self-identity, or paying enough attention to what it is that we desire and what we want. Chiron's bringing up all those kind of wounds. And so with the sun squaring Capricorn towards the end of the week, just know that Friday and Saturday especially, we might be feeling like we need to heal some of those old wounds that are coming up. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides. And so the first card came out as 2 cards. And the first of those 2 cards, if we turn it over, okay, we've got the 5 of Wands here. And the 5 of Wands is like the 5 of fire. The number 5 in numerology is not a grounded energy. It's changeable, it's mutable, it's busy, it's active, and it can be, again, all over the place. And sort of like you see the 5 people here, with the 5 different wands, and they're scattered all over the place. They're not working together, right? We've got each of them is in their own little stance doing their own little thing. And so this is about scattered energy, especially because it's with wands. It's about our creative efforts, our spiritual efforts, activities that are going on around us, perceptions that we're having, just our output of energy, our output of physical energy to make decisions and move forward. We're just feeling a little scattered, at least in the beginning of the week. It's the first first week of the year, so let's give ourselves a little bit of break, right? We're still trying to bring in a sense of stability, security, organization, focus to what we're doing. And sometimes this can be frustrations with other people, or arguments or disagreements with other people. We're not on the same page. And this can be about some chaos and confusion. The number 5 can be of chaos and confusion. And again, it's just this energy that's a little all over the place. So let's go ahead and see what came out with this card to give us additional information. We got another 5 card. Isn't that interesting? So this is the 5 of Swords, 5 of air. And so again, we've got this chaotic, ungrounded, scattered sort of energy with the number 5. This time it's in the realm of the mind. Swords is about thoughts, perceptions, ideas, communications. So we've got sort of like physical energy and activities and creative expression. And, you know, again, this can relate to like working together, or in this case, not really working together with other people or not being on the same page. Now we've got our own thoughts or communications with others that are also confused, chaotic. It's like this person looks very confused, right? He's like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what decision to make. I'm not sure which direction I'm going. I'm getting all this different information, because the 5 of Swords would be about a lot of messages or information coming in, but it's not making any sense to us, or it's not clear. You know, there's like too many like possibilities, or too many different modes of the information that's coming in, going on. So we're still in this space of, you know, just kind of like this little person over here is like throwing our hands up in the air and saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know what decision to make, or which way to go. So those 2 cards coming out together really kind of paints a picture of how we're at least beginning this year, right? Hopefully the next couple of cards helps to bring in more of a focus or stability or whatnot, because this is kind of saying, well, this is kind of like Mercury, right? Going to direct motion on the 1st. Even though it's turning direct, which is a good thing, it's at a standstill. And when Mercury is stationed and at a standstill, it's not moving, we're not really going to be receiving clear communications from other, or the clarity of messages, you know, seeking answers and whatnot. It's not going to be clear. And 2, with Mercury at a standstill or station, we can feel overwhelmed. And well, both of them really have the feeling of feeling like mentally, physically, creatively, energetically overwhelmed a little bit. And that's what Mercury kind of standing still can bring about. Let's see what the next card is, and hopefully it's something a little bit more positive. Okay, this is more positive. This is Major Arcana number 17. It's the Star card. Isn't that a beautiful card? And it's interesting because if you have already watched the monthly January video, or if you haven't and you're going to, the Star card came up in the month of January for the monthly reading as well. I just, did that reading not too long ago, recorded it. So I remember the Star card coming up. So the Star card is about our hopes and dreams and wishes and visions for the future, like putting our thoughts towards what it is that we want, which is again something new. It's like sitting there meditating and thinking, what dream do I want to accomplish? What goal do I want to work towards? What dream do I have in my heart? Let's visualize it. Let's see it in our mind. Let's put it out there to the universe as an intention. That's sort of what this card has the feeling of. That's what the Star card is about. It's about future possibilities. Okay? So even though the present energy might be a little bit chaotic and confused and ungrounded, this is saying there's a lot of wonderful future potential and possibilities, and you need to sit still, and you need to close your eyes, and you need to be silent and try to kind of calm that overwhelm, and then visualize what it is that you desire. And if you don't know exactly what you want to manifest and what like situation you want to create, at least envision, think about, put out the intention of how you want to feel. Do you want to feel joy, happiness, peace? Do you want to feel excitement, enthusiasm, abundance, prosperity? At least focus on the way you want to feel. And if you do know what it is you want to create or manifest in your life, put that intention out to the universe too. If it comes from your heart, this kind of has a connection to the heart center. So be balanced in your heart space. Open up your heart chakra, unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness towards self and towards others. And then project your dream, your intention, your vision out there to the universe. Let the universe handle the details, and then allow the future to unfold in the divine timing that the universe has set into motion for you. Okay? All right. That's a beautiful card. I love, love, love this card from this deck. Let's look at the last card. The last card is a pretty good card too. It's the Queen of Pentacles. So look at this. I mean, it kind of explains it all. The Queen is feminine energy. Now, this can be about embodying qualities of the Queen of Pentacles within yourself. This can be speaking of the qualities of someone else in your life that's embodying these qualities. And the qualities would be divine feminine energy that's leadership oriented, composed, grounded, feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling like she's just really got it all together. This can be about money and finances. This can be about home, living situation, anything that's tangible, career, life purpose. This is about creating a sense of peace, calm, composure, and just kind of like the king would be the leader and taking charge of the creation of this. The queen, she's still in a position of being in charge, but she's more receptive. The queen, which is divine feminine energy, she's going to put that intention out there. This is what I want to create. And she may still take some actions about it, but she's also going to surrender and allow things to come to her. It's like that law of attraction. What you put out, then you're going to come, you're going to magnetize it to you. So let's put out the intention and let's stay in a place of assuredness that it's going to come into manifestation, and then patiently see how things unfold and follow kind of the breadcrumbs or follow that energy, follow how things unfold. But this is saying that she's very self-sufficient within herself and in creating what it is that she desires. And she's going to be able to manifest and create what she desires. So whether this is part of this week's energy or moving through the month of January, it at least begins this week. So these two cards at the end really are very positive in sending out these intentions, creating, allowing, surrendering, but yet also taking some actions as you move forward on your hopes, dreams, and wishes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the special message depending on your stone of choice. So the first stone of choice was the malachite, right? All right, so let's give this a shuffle. Brand new deck. This is the first time I've used it for any kind of a reading, except for maybe pulling a card for myself. All right, so it's been cleansed, it's been blessed, it's all supercharged. So what's the special message for malachite? People that chose the malachite pendant. Malachite. This one, this one, yep, this one. They're just kind of sticking together because it's a new deck, but this one called my attention. Ooh, thunder. When I was shuffling earlier before starting the video, I kind of saw this one and I'm like, ooh, thunder. It's like there's a rumbling in the background going on, right? It's like when you hear the thunder, It's like this little rumbling. Something's getting ready to happen. Something's getting ready to be exposed, or something's getting ready to transpire. And so the rumblings are happening. Listen to the rumblings. And so the rumblings can be messages from spirit. It can be, guidance that's coming in through your higher self or through your angels and guides, little whispers from the universe as far as, again, information or direction. This one it almost looks like 2 full moons. So let's say within 2 full moons, within 2 months or so. Now the next full moon is going to be, I think it's the 3rd week in January is the next full moon. So let's say by the end of February, beginning of March, there could be something happening from the rumblings of the thunder here. Something's being stirred up, right? Thunder is this kind of powerful energy. But until the lightning cracks, right? The lightning usually comes with the thunder. But the thunder is like a rumbling and something's starting to transpire. And I want to say in a couple of months, by the end of February, beginning of March, you're going to know what this is all about. What's being stirred up, what's being exposed, what's going to be unfolding or transpiring. So the universe has something in store. Pay attention to any synchronicities in the meantime. Pay attention to any messages in the meantime. And listen for the rumblings. All right, let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. And then the second stone of choice was the Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. Sleeping Beauty Turquoise, special message. This one here in the middle. Calling my attention. It's sticking to another card, so let's pull that out. Standstill. Okay, so in this week, maybe even the next couple weeks, perhaps the month of January, things are sort of at a standstill. And if you watch the monthly video and hear me talk about the numerology vibration for January, you'll understand this message a little bit more as well. But we're kind of in this place where they just said Mercury's at a standstill too, right? Mercury turning to direct motion on the 1st, it's at a standstill. So when Mercury's at a standstill, it's like information, messages, guidance, it almost is like falls silent. It's almost like things are at a little bit of a standstill. And it won't be like that for long. Give it a couple of weeks. And that standstill will start to open up here to the sun shining again, the messages coming through again, the inspiration coming forth again. Things will start to make sense after a couple of weeks. But for right now and for this week, you might want to do a little bit more meditation, a little bit more self-reflection, maybe continuing doing some healing on yourself or going and getting some healing done, doing some relaxation, self-care kinds of things while this energy is taking place. It's interesting that this is like a doorway. It actually looks like a keyhole, right? So something within the silence, within the standing still for just a few days, couple of weeks, something can be unlocked. It's like there's going to be some sort of information or some sort of forward movement that is unlocked by you doing some self-care and doing some healing work and just going through this, again, process of meditation and self-reflection so that the messages can come in more clearly. But this again looks like a doorway, a portal, a keyhole to where something's being tweaked or unlocked, and then things will just start to really unfold and flow and move forward. Okay? All right, and we'll put that back. And then the last stone of choice was the lapis lazuli. Let's see what the message is for lapis lazuli people for this week. Lapis lazuli. Oh, this one's kind of sticking out here on the front. Oh my goodness, thunder again. All right, so whatever I said for Malachite, it applies to you as well. Listen to the rumblings of the universe, right? The messages that are like underneath the surface, just kind of rumbling, the information that's there but not quite brought out into the open. Wait for that 2 full moon cycle towards the end of February, beginning of March, for things to be more illuminated and for things to start to unfold and transpire from that rumbling of the thunder. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I send you all lots of love and light in this first week of the first month of the new year. Can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Sending you much abundance, prosperity, and the hope that all of your dreams, visions, and aspirations come true for 2024. Namaste, everyone.